here, guys. The 392 is officially off the table. But it was fun doing all the research and checking it out and everything. My Jeep is for sale, and if I do sell it, I'll have to buy a 392. But my Jeep is priced quite high, and I don't expect to be selling it anytime soon. There is a dealership here in town, Chapman Jeep. They have a nice blue one right now, and they also have 3 of the final edition coming in. They'll probably be there in the fall. There's only 500 of the final edition 24, and I would imagine there'll be another 500 the next year. And they generally are about $8,000 more. They're about $102,000, 103 MSRP. And depending on how quick they fly off the shelf, which I don't think they'll fly off the shelf too quick, but the quicker they sell, the more adjusted market value they'll put on them. But I don't think they'll sell quick. It's not really a... For example, there's a dealer in... I've been checking out a couple of their Jeeps, and this dealer has had these Jeeps on their lot. I know personally, these 392s. He's had a couple of the Jeeps on his lot for a very long time. Months, 2 months. So they're not like super in demand. People aren't crazy, getting in line crazy to get 11 miles per gallon. You know, I don't know who you know, they're supposed to get about 17 miles to a gallon on the highway. Okay, this dude got 11. That's quite a difference. It makes you kind of wonder who's monitoring this miles per gallon story on the window stickers. Obviously, they've always been low on their projections. But that's a pretty far off number there, you know, to get, when they say they get 17 and you only get 11, and this guy hasn't done anything to his Jeep. It's just a stock Jeep. Can you imagine putting 40-inch tires on that Jeep and getting it lifted up into the air a little bit higher? That'll crush your gas mileage numbers into oblivion. Now, it's a 392. I get the fact that you're not going to get good gas mileage. I get that. But one of the things that really irritates me on a road trip is having to spend an exorbitant amount of money on gasoline. And I don't know, you know, people who buy these Ram trucks and these Raptor R's, and these big Jeeps with big wheels. When I'm on a road trip, I rarely, if ever, see these vehicles out there in the middle of Timbuktu. They don't take them on road trips. They just bop around town with them. I'm obviously some of them do, but not a lot of people take these things on far road trips. They just consume too much fuel. You know, 8 miles to a gallon, that's, I mean, you're gonna jump in that and go down to In-N-Out Burger and grab a burger, or take it out to the restaurant, go out to eat, bring it back home and park it. You're not gonna take that son of a bitch on a 1,300-mile road trip. And if you do take it on one, you'll be very hesitant to take it on another one after spending that kind of money on fuel. That's a very big waste of money, spending that kind of money on a vehicle that gets 8 miles to a gallon, gentlemen. On the freeway. Now my dog's gonna want to go for a walk. Don't worry, I'll take him. There's your sunrise, guys. It's right on point. We had to put this plug on because the light would stay on all the time. Something that kind of broke on the bike. Not a deal breaker, gentlemen. We've got about 1,000 miles on this bike, or 1,200 miles. Let me see how many miles. And then trip. There's a tripometer. About 1,300. There's a trip thing there. No troubles. No troubles to speak of. Other than flat tires. This particular battery that is coming off because the battery was hard to get out. Dogs want to go. They're gonna have to wait their turn. I've got my own life to live too, guys. We're going to put the green goop in that tire. Green slime. I'm very impressed with the green slime. You won't be able to patch your tire, but you don't have to. It seals those little tiny holes that leak air. The green goop comes out onto inside of the tire, gets there, gets hard. It seals it just like a patch. Sweet. All right. We're gonna get this bike inside. Time to shut you down until we walk the dogs.